She lights up the sky, my belle Evangeline, so far above me, yet I know her heart belongs to only me.
Evangeline was born March 7th, 2018. She was born healthy. We thought everything was going to be great.
It's a perfect pregnancy. You know, we had a perfect day and a half, and to the point where Joel even went to dinner because it was so normal, and it was our third kid. So I said, you know, I just go. I'm good. You were at dinner. I had just nursed her, and it was the first time that she had a successful feed. I mean, up until then, she was not interested in eating, which I thought was weird. She got really, really fussy, and you know, I was trying to comfort her, but I couldn't get out of bed. I had just had a C-section, so I called for a nurse to come over. You know, I feel really bad, but can you change your diaper? I thought it was just gonna be a normal thing, and she changes her diaper, and it looked like mushed up raspberries. Like it was lots of blood in the diaper.
So then I came back, and the nurses were kind of running around and looking worried.
All of a sudden, 2 doctors show up to examine her, and they unswaddle her, and they ask me, you know, how long has her belly been hard like this? How long has her coloring been bad like this? And I felt terrible because she'd been wrapped up. I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. Like I was in bed watching TV. And then they took off running with her.
So I just left with the baby, and as we're going down the hallway, they started using the
emergency keys for the elevator. They're telling people, get out of the way. I think that was the moments that we realized that this is serious, whatever is going on.
Well, I'm Peter Yu. I'm a pediatric general and thoracic surgeon here at CHOC Children's. I got a call from the neonatologists that there's a baby who was in trouble.
They got her from my hospital room to surgery, I think, in like 14, 15 minutes. I mean, they were so fast.
Yeah, they were so fast.
When I first saw Evangeline, it was very clear based on the green vomit and the blood in the diaper that she was going to need emergency surgery. Malrotation, which is an abnormal lie of the intestine, is not an emergency. The biggest problem related to malrotation is the fact that the intestine is prone to twisting. So that condition is called midgut volvulus. Oftentimes, the first hint of midgut volvulus is that green vomiting.
Malrotation with midgut volvulus is the most serious of all pediatric emergencies. The more time that is passed, results in more damage to the bowel. Babies cannot live without any bowel. So it can result in mass sepsis of the baby and death.
I took her to the operating room, opened her up, saw that twisted, dead intestine, and untwisted and removed what was not going to survive. And at that time, discovered that she only had about a foot left of her small intestine. And I was worried that she was going to have many severe problems like short bowel syndrome after that. Amazingly, we just saw her chugging a bottle of formula, digesting, growing, gaining weight, doing everything normally. She really is a miracle baby.
I had her when she still had the breathing tube, and her intestines were in a silo, and she was very sick. And I remember looking at her pretty blue eyes. She would open them and just look at you, chill, and fall back asleep. I'm like, oh, she's such an angel baby. Yeah.
So while she was in the NICU, they were super careful with how much she ate and to introduce food very slowly over time to make sure her system was healthy enough.
The number one thing that we use is the antibodies out of breast milk. Her bowel really recovered to the best of its own ability to kind of bring us to the point we are today with Evangeline and not needing tube feedings and eating and growing and thriving and doing all the wonderful things that she does as a 1-year-old.
As stressful as a hospital stay is and having to wait that out, but in the long run, it was probably the better option for you guys. Like, I would have never guessed. She looks amazing.
In a hospital, 24/7, we're monitoring her. We have a doctor that's always there. We have nurses around the clock.
The CHOC NICU has such a good multidisciplinary team where it's nurses, doctors,
the GI specialists, the surgeons, and the neonatology team.
the nutritionist, child life, the physical therapist, the feeding therapist, respiratory therapist. There's so many people that just give such good, excellent care to these babies and help them come as far as they do.
And now we're just so thankful for CHOC because we get to have fun with her every day, and I think we came very close to not having her.
She's a healthy, thriving baby, and it's hard to imagine that she wouldn't be here in the same condition that she is now. Hi, Evangeline! Oh my gosh! You are such a big and beautiful girl.
I don't know why Evangeline was so unlucky and then so lucky. But, you know, that's just one of those things, and I'm very happy for her. Look at her. She's just chugging this milk. That's amazing. I know. No wonder you're so big and healthy. It's fantastic.